up, y'all? Marjack79 here. We are back once again with another SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Z action figure review. Today we are taking a look at the New York Comic-Con exclusive Super Saiyan Gogeta exclusive edition. I met a buddy, he helped me out. He was able to acquire this figure from the Tamashii Nation's booth. He sent it to me for a grand total of 118 bucks. Felt like that was a great deal. Of course, we all know that this guy is $80 retail. You know, I threw him a few bones, an extra 40 bucks for a gratitude fee and a shipping fee for me to get this figure a little bit early. As you all are probably aware that I don't live anywhere near New York. So very excited to get this figure in. Very controversial. Of course, a lot of collectors are saying that this figure sucks compared to the demonomical fit in the Tozen figures. I don't give a shit. Let's fight! If you've been following my channel for an extended amount of years, you would know some of the trials and tribulations that I have had with the third-party companies, that specifically demonomical fit. So that's why me specifically, I tend to avoid them. I've never bought a Tozen figure before. Maybe I'll get one eventually. The Super Saiyan 3 Goku always piques my interest whenever I see people post pictures of it. But other than that, though, I'm good. I don't know. I'll stick with Figuarts. Even though, you know, don't get me wrong, I'm not a D-rider. You know, SH Figuarts has not been 100% grand to me all these years. I've gotten some stinkers, and we all know this. Some of these figures have sucked rocks. I mean, there's just no way around it. However, the vast majority of the figures I have had tons of fun with. So with that being said, let's go ahead and let's crack this baby open and let's see what we have inside. All right, we have our Gogeta out of the package here, at least the brown box. Comes out good. I like it's the standard exclusive packaging that Tamashii Nations always do with these exclusive Comic-Con figures. I mean, it's fine, man. Kind of reminds me of the Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta that we got like all those years back when the Broly movie came out. I mean, it comes with looks like 3 additional face sculpts. So I am kind of upset. The halo's cool. I would have preferred a Stardust Breaker energy effect. That would have been cool, especially since he can do the pose, but it doesn't come with the actual energy effect. Kind of mind blowing, honestly. Super modeling, masterfully crafted sculpt. Accurately depicts the character from its meticulous detail, super action, dynamic articulation, enables recreation of the iconic action sequences from the anime, super style and heroic action. And Dynamco, ages 15 and up. Okay, spin it to this side, spin it to the top, spin it to the bottom. All right, man, let's crack this baby open and let's see what we got going on here with Gogeta. All right, now we're back and we have our Gogeta out of the package here. You know the dumbest thing I've read on this figure thus far? He just looks like Vegeta. They just took faceplates from Vegeta and just gave it to him. Listen, to play devil's advocate, he's half Vegeta. He's literally half Vegeta. Half. 50%. He's supposed to look like Vegeta. What the Why is social media people so stupid? Why? He's supposed to look like Vegeta. I had to get that out of my system. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. Face sculpt looks fine. I like the glittering effect that they have on the bang there. That kind of glides up to the hair, to the yellow tip there. That comes out good. I like the orange, the shiny orange vest that they got going on here. Body comes out good. Belt comes out good. Definitely giving that Fusion Reborn feel. Feet, got the halo, the extra face sculpts, smiling face. Okay, you know, I'm not really a fan of this one. This one's garbage. We're just not gonna use that one at all. This face sculpt here, this one probably one that really kind of looks like Vegeta a little bit. Kind of looks like Goku too, though. I'm not gonna lie. Screaming face, typical of Figuarts, comes with that too. We have the pointing finger here to give him this iconic pose going on there. You have some kung fu hands, kamehameha hands, and some ki blasting hands. That's all you get. I feel like it's a little bit lacking for 80 bucks. I'm not gonna lie, but ultimately though, to finally get this version of Gogeta in from Fusion Reborn, I'm still a happy camper. There's no denying that. Maybe we should probably spin him to the back here real quick, get a closer up look. Back of the hair, Super Saiyan hair comes out good. Like the shoulder pads, they still come out good as well. Belt comes out good. Pants, it's fine. It's fine, man. Okay, let's do some articulation here. Head, tilt, tilt. Rotate 360 degrees. Down, up, arm, with the shoulder bang here. Rotate 360 degrees. Go up, just like that much. Back down. Don't get a whole lot. You do have a shoulder push to the forward that extends the shirt, the black shirt, out as well. Push it back. And of course, the shoulder bang here can be manipulated as well. It can be pushed in, out to give you more range on the arm here, at least as much as you can get. Not a whole lot, but you see what they were trying to accomplish here with that. Bicep. Rotate. Can I rotate? There we go. Rotate the bicep 360 degrees. Push the elbow joint up. Get 90 out of that. Wrist, rotate that 360 degrees. Push it in, push it out. Tilt to the sides slightly. Let's see it from the arm. Torso, top torso. Tilt it to the left, tilt it to the right. Rotate it to the left, rotate it to the right. Push it up. Reveals an extremely ugly gap there. I don't know what's going on there. It's weird. Push it back. So push that back down. You get a little back action going on here as well. But be careful though, because you do get some weird gapping if you push the top torso articulation too far. Ab crunch, in, out. Rotate that 360 degrees. It's kind of loose as I'm rotating the figure, so be careful with that. Be careful with the chest. Kind of see where once you start going through the articulation, you kind of start seeing people's issues with him. He's loose. I feel like most Figuarts are a bit tighter, and then it's definitely an outdated body mode as well, with all these gaps in the articulation, as you can see. So even if you want to try to get him into a dynamic pose, it's not going to work out too well. If you try to push out the chest, and you don't want this gapping coming out. It's not good. That's all it is to it. As you saw, probably the belt can rotate 360 degrees. It's not connected at all. And also, the side sash here can rotate 360 degrees as well. Be careful with that though. I don't know if that's connected, that's pegged in. It looks like it's pegged in. I'm pretty sure. I don't want to pull it all the way out, but F it. Let's see if it can pull out. But I mean, you can kind of see the discoloring there, but it looks like if you accidentally knock it out, it can be pegged back in. It looks like it's not glued on, it's pegged on. So that's a good choice. I appreciate them for that, because a lot of these little random side sashes be glued on, and if you knock it out, then you have to super glue it back on. And then if you're a newbie, then you don't have any super glue on you because you don't know. You're like, oh yeah, my figure's broken. Like, nah, bro, just go out there, use some craftsmanship there and just super glue that thing back on there. So leg, kick outward. That was a weird snap. Did y'all hear that? Yeah, there it is. Outdated body mode for sure. He can't kick his leg that high. Maybe if you, that's crazy. Looks like this little side piece of the leg here is clipping onto the hip, kind of keeping the leg from, there we go. Okay, so if you push out both legs, you kind of can get him into that Mortal Kombat kicking pose. Not really a high kick, more of a mid kick, as you can see. You can see how him kick forward there. That's a little better. And then kick backwards. Knee, 90 degrees, not all the way back. It's definitely an outdated body mode. He's definitely 2.0 across the board for sure. There's no denying that. So you can see them ugly knees there. That's typical among the Dragon Ball line for sure. Can you rotate the thigh to the left, rotate the thigh to the right, but you're definitely not rotating that 360 degrees though. Ankle, down, up, toe hinge, up, down, rotate that 360 degrees. And that's what you got for your articulation, man. So if you want to switch out a face, should be your typical, just grab the front of the hairpiece here, snatch it off, and then just grab another, plug it in, match your male portions to the female portions. There we go. Just gotta finagle that a little bit, obviously, but once you got it in, it's in there. Now let's switch out the hand here for here. This is typical Figuarts action going on here. Let's I'll take that. This was another issue a lot of people were having, because the bang on the shoulder can't rotate. It rotates weird with the arm. I admit that does look kind of stupid, but it is what it is. Apparently the Tozen or the Demonical Fit, I don't know which one, does not need to rotate with the arm. You can keep it, or it looks like you can rotate it back on top with, if you do this pose. So I mean, does it bother me a whole lot? Not really. What bothers me more is that we didn't come with the Stardust. I can't think of that move's name. The one where it's the rainbow ball and he tosses it at Janemba and he disintegrates. The Stardust Chaser, pretty sure that's what it's called. That's more of a crime for me than not having a better articulation on the shoulder bang here. That's just me personal. That's the other thing about this. We all have our own personal taste about what these figures should do and what they shouldn't do. You know what I'm saying? That's where it gets weird for me. I'm like, y'all care about that, but you don't care about this here? I'm like, shit, okay, I guess so. Okay, so if you want to put the halo in, this is where the hole is located for you to plug that in. So we can do that real quick here. So we have our little stick portion here. Take that and should plug right in. Like such. Okay. Get that in here. Okay. I feel like that should be, that probably needs to be rotated. There we go. There we go. Okay, that's better right there. There we go. Get that action going on there. That's him with the halo plugged in. Definitely not mandatory. And I like the way that they kind of hid the hole. So if you choose to not use it, you definitely don't have to. But I'm probably going to end up posing him with the halo, because obviously within the movie, Vegeta and Goku were dead. So it makes sense. All right, before we move on any further, let me take a second to give a quick shout out to the I'm.A.Caveman YouTube channel. The boys over there, they are the ones responsible for securing me with this figure. They actually went to the New York Comic-Con and grabbed the figure for me. They actually also got me the stand as well and supplied me with these backgrounds, the New York Comic-Con logo here, Tamashi Nations. They also gave me this green grassy backdrop as well. That's super cool. They also gave me a pressed penny. I'll take it. Nice. Sweet, dude. Look at that. I don't know what that is, but it's like one of those, I don't know, don't give me the money, but that's cool. Sweet, man. And then they gave me a Yu-Gi-Oh pin as well. Yu-Gi-Oh! Who didn't watch Yu-Gi-Oh? If you grew up in the early 2000s, and they gave me a lanyard as well. That's pretty sweet. Got a My Hero Academia. Funny story, I tried to watch My Hero Academia for I was like 20 episodes in. The last time I saw that little kid cry, I was like, I can't do it. I'm sorry. All right, moving on here. Got him in his iconic pose here. It comes out good, man. Really appreciating that for sure. It's probably how he's gonna go on the shelf if I'm being completely honest. So comes out good, dude. Really does. Look at that. Very nice. Pose concept 2. Pretty obvious what this is. The iconic Kamehameha pose. Even though Gogeta really didn't do this move in the Fusion Reborn movie, he is more than capable of performing Goku's most iconic move. So it comes out good, pretty simple to do, looks beautiful, it really does. Then on the flip side, Gogeta is more than capable of performing the final flash as well, as Vegeta is half of him. So once again, comes out good as well. It's the same hand motions as the Kamehameha with the clutched up fingers. Comes out good, man. Really liking that as well. All right, post concept 3, 4, and then it's just him in a kicking pose. Comes out good, very nice. Nothing too fancy, nothing too crazy, just simple, man. Just stretches out the leg articulation as far as it go to get him in that fancy kicking pose. Comes out good. Like it. Okay, one final pose, just him powering up. Nothing too fancy, nothing too crazy, just simple, just your typical Dragon Ball. Just power up, reach our maximum power here before we take out the bag, man. So comes out good. I appreciate it for what this is. Do I recommend this figure? Only to the most diehard of diehard Dragon Ball fans. This is clearly a 2.0 figure. It's not doing anything crazy. It's not an updated body mode. It's clearly simply just a repainting of the Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta that we got years upon years ago. I think I've had that figure on my shelf for at least 5 or 6 years now. it is what it is. You know, this is a version of Gogeta that we all wanted, the Fusion Reborn version. Hopefully this leads to a Janemba, the fighter Janemba with the sword, not the fat Janemba. Just saying. But ultimately, for the 118 bucks that I paid for this, I am happy that I officially have this in my collection. So, okay, let's do some comparisons. Now we have our Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta next to our Janemba Vegeta from Fusion Reborn. Comes out exactly how I expected it to. Like I said, it's exactly the same figure, man, except just with the updated paint. Has some updated face sculpts for sure. You can definitely tell for sure. They're updated face sculpts. But other than that, it's the 2.0 body is exactly the same. I mean, it just is, dude. There's no denying it at all. You get a Goku in here, essentially the same height, nothing too fancy. I mean, it's pretty point blank, bro. So, like I said, do I recommend this fig here? Only to the most die-hard Dragon Ball fans, man. If you were able to get to the Comic-Con and secure him for $80, congratulations. If you're thinking about pre-ordering him from P Bandai for $80, like I said, only to the most die-hard of die-hard Dragon Ball fans, man. To the Essential Action Figure Collection, I would say no. To the Essential Dragon Ball fan, I would say yes. So, hopefully that helps everybody out. I guess for Shiggles, I should at least do a comparison with him with the Dragon Stars Janemba as well, which is still an absolute fantastic figure in my opinion. You know, Dragon Stars definitely outdid themselves with the release of this figure. So actually, it's hard to tell the difference when you compare them side by side from this angle. Once you start zooming in, it gets a little bit obvious, but you zoom it out like that, and it's like, well, I mean, they seem to go together. As you can see, comes out good, man. But yeah, I'm really liking that for sure. So if you have the Dragon Stars Janemba, I feel like this figure is an absolute no-brainer for sure. All right, my friends, now we're back, and now we have found a spot for Gogeta on the shelf here. We ended up going with the New York Comic-Con bottom for the stand here, and him kind of posted above with the iconic stance there. Him starting to build the Stardust Breaker that comes out good. Really liking that for sure. Put him on the secondary stand here. I just couldn't figure out which figure I wanted to take down to replace him with. I guess I could have replaced him with the Super Saiyan Gogeta here from Broly, but I don't know. I didn't want to go through all the trouble, to be completely honest. But it comes out good. I'm satisfied with the results here. Like I said, I'm just happy to have this version of Gogeta in my collection finally, especially with the New York Comic-Con stand here. It comes out good, man. So, okay, that's going to wrap us up. So hopefully you got something from this review. If you did, you know what to do. Hit that like button. I'd really appreciate that. Also, if you would consider hitting that hype button that pushes the video out into the algorithm and lets more people see it. So if you do, thank you. I appreciate you. If you want to see more content just like this, I have been an avid Dragon Ball fan my entire life for the last 30 years. We're about to celebrate the 40th anniversary of Dragon Ball, so that's very exciting. Hopefully we get either a season 2 of Daima or a continuation of Dragon Ball Super, the anime or the manga, or in my humble opinion, I think we're getting a new movie. The moral arc, you know, that would be cool. Just saying, throwing it out there. We'll see, man. So, okay, if you want to see more content just like this, you know what to do. Get subscribed, man. You can follow me at youtube.com/marjack79. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, my friends, I thank you guys for the years and years of support, truly. And I will see y'all on the next one. I'll catch y'all later.